it's just kind of standing there. That's what happened, so maybe they're just plugging it back in. Who knows? Guys, this is, of course, the top 8 qualifier match, so whoever wins the best of 3 here is going to be in the running with some other amazing competitors. So they're not out of the heat quite yet. They have so many more matches, so many more difficult times ahead of them. So, game number 1, this time for sure, Capitancito, Marvelous Marco going to Final Destination.
Yeah, so a little bit of flat ground for these two characters to play around with, and it really is going to be establishing that negative space in between the two combatants, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, right now, but Capitancito has a sort of control of the stage, over-committing to that move and not actually able to get the hit. Beautiful. I was gonna say, like, hey, buddy, that's a little bit deep, but you know what? They made the recovery as safe as possible.
I mean, I'm not sure if safe as possible is the exact descriptor I'd use, but nevertheless, it was in
mix
fact
up, you know, you make it difficult for them to two-flay. You make the most out of your magnet hands.
See, okay, in that sense, I will agree with you. Nevertheless, it's going to be just on the very, very edge of the range of Boomerang, and both individuals at triple digits on their first stock. So space kind of running thin between these two, and gotta say that I'm impressed with how Capitancito and Marvelous Marco have been establishing themselves thus far. Marco, of course, a Toon Link from the City of Angels, trying to get a heavenly performance out of this Toon Link against Capitancito, but they are going to strike first. The qualifier from out of South America after beating Sonics and Shiny Mark in the last 3 sets of their tournament, trying to continue their form and carry over this confidence against Marvelous Marco.
Marvelous just needs to be able to find the stock at this point, because this is slowly starting to escape those kill confirmed percents, but finds a grab, finds a back throw, one of the most reliable ways for Toon Link to get it at high percents, such as those. F-tilt, inexplicably hitting from behind Toon Link. Why? Because get bodied, nerd.
Yeah, I mean, that is basically as much of an explanation as is required, especially when you're a competitor. The quality of Marvelous Marco, but going to get all the way up and
Marvelous
trying to establish...
look at the way that Marvelous is just smothering Capitancito right now. This is really where Meat Gunner struggles, because Meat Gunner doesn't have that many buttons. Doesn't have necessarily quick ones, doesn't have the best get off me tools. And by comparison, Toon Link has definitely got some fast, quick, and safe buttons, especially on shield. But Capitancito finally setting up some ledge traps, able to get a good amount of damage onto the board.
Gotta say, this set with the Melee Brinstar music is somehow fitting, and I'm not sure why that is. Nevertheless, gets caught at the ledge, and Capitancito is the one getting feasted on and beasted on at the ledge against Marvelous Marco, going to catch him with the F-Smash, however, and try to get Marvelous Marco into a compromised position. Easier said than done, though. However, you're able to swing that gun around relatively freely as Meat Gunner. Maybe it's not as hopeless as perhaps I was illustrating it to be. Apologies for that. Either way, it is Marco that has Capitancito at ledge.
Look at the way that Marco is just, again, just smothering Capitancito, especially at ledge. Boomerang to cover the jump, bombs on the shield, making it difficult to throw out any projectiles whatsoever, because the bomb ends up covering it. But that's the beauty of having a stage with a diagonal slope to it. Up B, not going to kill quite yet, but the next one definitely will. So it'll always send in the direction that Toon Link is facing, regardless if you get hit on front or behind. So you got to be so mindful of that move. That's it.
Gets caught with the Boomerang, and that's the setup into the up B. Marvelous Marco, marvelous indeed. Going to get that 2-stock victory here in game number 1. Going the whole hog for game number 1 on FD. Capitancito was not allowed to breathe at the ledge. That is a mere taste of what Capitancito had to put up with, as we're going to take a look at the other stocks here.
Game was really definitely in favor, just tempo-wise, Marvelous Marco. He had a really good understanding of the ranges at which Meat Gunner can't actually be doing Meat Gunner things all that consistently. Had a good idea how to pressure shields, how to smother, how to keep Meat Gunner stuck in the corner, because what Meat Gunner needs more than anything to throw out projectiles that easily is space. And as soon as you get rid of the concept of space, Migano definitely becomes just a sitting duck sometimes. So really good stuff to him. Definitely having some platforms to try to catch, some landings would be really good for Capitancito going into the next one. Just having platforms just to cover your head a little bit, give yourself a little bit more space and distance to yourself. So a stage like Pokemon Stadium 2, I think will be tasty, delicious even.
Could very well be, but I mean, there's all sorts of flavors of gameplay in Smash. Marvelous Marco and Capitancito definitely showing what their preferences are in that Game 1 on Final Destination. Gotta say, though, no matter what the competition is looking like for them in front of them on this winner's side, no guarantee that you're going to be safe if you drop down into losers. We'll give you the update on that after this game number 2 on Small Battlefield. And Capitancito immediately swinging away, but is Marvelous Marco saying, no, I'm the Link here. I got the short sword and I can hit you out of the air if I so choose. And the bombs coming through. Marco immediately on the warpath.
Yeah, Marco just like doing this exact same game plan that worked so well for him last time. The way that he's just throwing bomb and arrow while Migano is stuck in a corner. It just really limits the amount of options that she has. So Capitancito is going to have to get a little bit creative. The platform is definitely giving him some openings to be able to move around it a little bit more confidently right now. Really liking some of these aggressive landing mix-ups as well on shield, just catching these drop shields from Marvelous Marco.
Loser of this one will be dropping down to face Esam in loser's bracket, as Esam's kind of been on a roll here. But Marco is looking to make sure that that's not them. They want to qualify for top 8 right here and now. They look to be on a good run of form to do so. 3 stocks to 2. Maybe a little bit late in their stock for their liking, but these bombs, how effective that they have been, especially going through with that hitbox going through the platform. Gotta say, Dara, Marco looks to be truly in form right now. Capitancito has
this
to
could be a
play
big
up.
punish. Yeah, gets a missile into dash attack. Right now, Capitancito is really just starting to execute a lot of their game plan. They need to be able to find this kill. Back they're going to be setting up for an edge guard, missiles to cover the mid recovery, forces the low, and that is going to be the projectile to do it. Like, the way that Capitancito it doesn't matter if some of these projectiles connect. The point is that they exist and they force you to go low. And as soon as you go low, he has a really good understanding of the time to try to punish the recovery.
I mean, that's what makes Capitancito so effective, isn't it? The fact that those projectiles exist, not necessarily to show where they are, but to make sure that you know where not to go. Marvelous Marco barely makes it back to the ledge, but so much damage being put on by Capitancito. This ace sniper from the Dominican Republic, Marco, is being tested at the midpoint of this game number 2.
So right now, Marco just doing anything that they can to be able to build themselves a little bit of coverage with some of these projectiles, but Capitancito is just on top of it with the follow-ups. The bomb timing was amazing, giving himself another chance to make it back onto the stage, but back here is going to be able to do it for Capitancito, sitting 2 stocks to 1, but you know what? Not anymore, baby, because Marvelous Marco just did Toon Link things and found that kill confirmed.
Marvelous Marco. I mean, this is... maybe momentum is real. Maybe this game is making a liar of me, but... I mean, Capitancito able to make this...
just knocking back these projectiles 3 times already. Capitancito has got to be a little bit more conservative with its usage because he is quite literally being blown up for it.
Yeah, but... they are able to get Marco to the ledge just a little bit more consistently now, and we know how well Capitancito does at the ledge.
This could
Gets
be
blown up. Marvelous Marco maybe in a position of danger here. However, they put the score forward. Not trying to get this kill just yet. Marvelous Marco being a little patient, keeping their feet on the ground until Capitancito takes them off. And Capitancito looking for this kill so fervently. Marco is just barely hanging on to a lead, but I mean, this charge shot is dangerous in the hands of Capitancito. This is anyone's game, Dara.
I gotta say, both of them are so efficient for the kills. That boomerang completely saved Marvelous Marco. Gonna be knocking him out of the up smash from Capitancito. And F tilt, sending at a nasty angle. Not gonna do it quite yet. Migano just barely making it back. This is still anybody's game, but Capitancito has gotta find his way out of the corner.
Yeah, and the
Missile is
arrow's
gonna
no,
do it. Just
the
slipping
arrow's
up
no find
once.
the missile, but the shot! Capitancito survives! And an explosive end to game number 2. They're going to keep on firing on all cylinders. Capitancito is going to see a game number 3. Their winner's side hopes are still alive.
Wow. Marvelous Marco had so many kill setups and confirms and attempts, but definitely got a little bit too greedy towards the end. We started to see that patient, really reserved gameplay, but just mess up a couple of times, and that's all you really need. Me, Gunner, in a lot of ways, listen, as the set goes on, you have a lot of, your ability to make perfect decisions deteriorates a little bit when there are like 8 missiles on the screen at a time, projectiles, and then an active body to look out for. It's inevitable that you mess up at some point, right? So that missile that Capitancito used to get back onto the stage from the ledge was the saving grace. That one missile is exactly what he needed just to get advantage again. And once he did, he got that kill.
The efficacy of Capitancito when they have their opponent at the ledge, it cannot be understated. But here we go. Back to Pokemon Stadium 2. For this game number 3, Marvelous Marco trying to prove that game 1 was no fluke. Capitancito, though, all they need is one opportunity at the ledge, and they can absolutely blow you up. Between this, the option selection, and really the Michael Bay-esque level of explosions, Dara, this one can get real hairy real fast.
Yeah, both of them just keep on playing patiently until all of a sudden everything just starts exploding at the same time. Marvelous Marco controlling the ground so well right now, not giving Capitancito the time he needs to be able to land. What you see from Capitancito a lot, trying to go for double jump, neutral B just to give himself that coverage that he wants, but more often than not, Marvelous Marco sharks those double jumps, and then he no longer has that ability to stall or mix up his landing times.
Getting these missiles, however, Marvelous Marco, again, trying to avoid these projectiles with the jumps, but the way that Marco is throwing these boomerangs and these bombs is an agent of disruption, not letting Capitancito dictate the neutral. Gonna get hit in the face with the charge shot. It's not going to be enough for the kill, obviously, but still, you're kind of getting to the point where if you find yourself at ledge and you're Marco, you got to be a little bit worried, such as here, for example, and gets the bomb, but you're getting sent up to the air. Capitancito, this is where they have to capitalize, and they may well do so, Dara.
Yeah, this is where it's starting to get a little bit scary, and yeah, you mess up the timing of the neutral, get up just a little bit, and that is going to be the end of the line for you. So Marvelous Marco going to be losing that first off. Capitancito, neutral is such an active move too, so surprising. Just able to cover all, just able to cover through the air dodge.
Doing everything. I mean, it helps when you have something like that on your side, doesn't it? 85% now. Marvelous Marco falling behind just a little too easily. Maybe that was the shot in the arm that Capitancito needed. And that's a shot to the face for Marvelous Marco. That ain't where you want to take those. This is almost a full stock lead for the Dominican Republic's Gunner extraordinaire. Marvelous Marco trying to get this ledge guard, trying to read the getup, but Capitancito wisely jumps. Marvelous Marco is going to be sent airborne, but not by their own accord. 3-1. All of a sudden, Marvelous Marco on their winner's side stock, Dara.
Yeah, and this is such a huge lead for Capitancito, and as a character like Migano, you just have incredible amounts of sustain, still able to make it back on, but that is going to be the kill confirm. Beautiful stuff, and what a way to finish it too. 3 stocks to 1, down B into up air like that. You know what that was? That was kinda hot. That was a cute little confirm. I like that a lot.
As a pistol, Capitancito from La República Dominica is going to make it into top 8, and oh my goodness, someone put that gun in some ice. Might just melt into a pool of water as Marvelous Marco's